Welcome to Girl Talk. We're filming at Bella Domicile today, and later on we're going to talk about this great kitchen display behind us. One of their designers is going to teach us about contemporary style for your home. But more importantly right now, we have a special guest with us today. This is Simone LaPierre.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. She's filling in for our Elise today. And Jessa and I saw you last week. We went to see a play that you were in, and you played Judy Garland fabulously. You were beautiful, you sang beautifully. You really did a nice job.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that was Christmas with the Crawfords. It was really fun to do. And Judy's hard, but she's fun.
So quite the stage presence. It was really fun to see you. You owned it, and we were impressed. Even when you guys danced in the aisle, you were very animated, and we noticed you. You kind of stood out. So
Thank you.
I feel like we discovered you.
I feel very pleased to be discovered by you all.
Yeah,
Lots of beautiful ladies discovering me. It's very nice.
So you worked on Christmas with the Crawfords. I'm sure that was quite the production to put together. There was a lot of choreography, dancing, lights, music. I mean, all kinds of singing. I can't even imagine this must have taken a lot of time to put together. How long does that take to start to finish?
It takes about a couple months, but it's just fun. You work with all your friends. You know, it's the community theater here. It's actually very top notch. We're really lucky. And actually, my production company is putting on something right after the holidays called the Bartell Ball Drop Blitz, which will be a 24-hour play festival. And I don't know if any of you ever been to a 24-hour play festival, but you show up on December 31st at the Bartell Theater at 8 p.m. You'll get to see a show put together by a ton of wonderful actors, directors, and writers who just wrote the script the night before, and the actors just are learning about it that day, and they get to put on this live show for you.
Crazy!
Yeah, it's a party. It's amazing. It'll be so much fun, and it's only a couple hours. We have an awesome special musical guest, Joey Broyles, who will also be performing. So you'll get to have a party before whatever New Year's Eve party you have planned that night.
What a fun way to kick
off
New Year's
Yeah.
Eve. And what a contrast going from 2 months of planning
Preparation
and prep and practice and rehearsals to 24 hours. That's it.
Whipping it together.
That's really fun, I'm sure, for the audience to watch that and get to see the little, flubs and you guys work it out. And probably fun, probably kind of funny.
They probably don't even notice it as much as they probably would.
Yeah, that's true.
It's definitely, you're feeling alive at that point.
Yeah.
You're definitely feeling alive up there. But we have such a great support, great community here in town. So, come on out. I would love to have all of you there and have your support.
Are you performing in it?
This one I will not be performing in, but No Better Productions, you can find out our next shows that we're all up to and on our website. And then you can also just hit me up on the Book of Faces and find out all the information that way too.
What's the name of the production company?
No Better Productions.
No Better.
KNOW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah, very
And what a fun theater, too, to go watch a show. We enjoy it.
Right.
Bartell is wonderful. Yeah.
That sounds fun. Well, we'll have fun later, too, with Capitol Brewery. We'll learn something special that you may not know about them. We'll be right back with Capitol Brewery.
Hello, welcome back to Girl Talk. We're here at Bella Domicile with Ashley Kinnart from Capitol Brewery. Hi, Ashley. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am the Brew Master for Capitol Brewery, and I have been there for a few years now, and I'm basically kind of in charge of the production and brew house at the brewery.
Great.
It's fantastic. I've definitely heard of Capitol Brewery. It's been around quite a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, actually founded 30 years ago.
Oh,
and
wow.
This was basically a time when very, very, very few to little smaller craft breweries. Everything was basically large domestics at that point. So that in itself is kind of a good kind of thing to have. And so I've been brewing for 28 years, and so yeah, I'm still going strong.
That's impressive. So you'd like to say you started the trend.
Yeah, right. In the area, and because I mean, craft beer is just blowing up in Madison.
It really
now, and
is.
every year. I mean, there's a new brewery on every block. I feel like, which is awesome, and just a really great feeling to be a part of.
Yeah, well, congratulations. That is really amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a milestone, 30 years. And I know like a lot of restaurants are carrying Capital, and it's something they're really proud of, to be able to feature such a great beer and keep it local and everything, which is really nice too. One thing I'm curious, I want to talk to you a little bit about your role specifically, but also just women in general. So women are kind of getting into this whole industry. So tell me a little bit about the significance there.
So I think beer has been kind of seen as more of a male beverage, something like that, for a very long time. And actually the industry itself, so the actual people working in breweries and more people, running breweries, everything, tend to be in the male direction. But now more and more we're seeing more women, not only working in the industry, but drinking beer as well.
Yeah. Who drinks beer here?
Well, not right now.
Yes. Yeah.
Coffee, this is not
Oh,
beer,
yeah.
right? just to be sure.
But we like it too.
But the Brewers Association actually just released stats from most of this year and last year that women now are 32% of the craft brewing consumer. So that's something that you kind of, we tend not to drink quite as many as men, but see as something, wine or other cocktails as kind of more of a beverage of choice. But
That's
we're really,
significant.
Yeah, so we're really getting up there. I
Yeah.
think 32% is huge for,
Yeah.
And
those
you're
kind of
one of
numbers.
3 women here in the Madison area who is a brew master.
Yeah, actually all over Wisconsin, so it's even,
Wow.
even
In the
more, so-
state.
Yep.
Wow.
You should get a medal for that.
That is very impressive.
yeah.
You're very
How's your
unique.
beer?
It's definitely, I'm very proud to be in that position. I was very proud to, just to be given that opportunity. So they've really done a lot for me in my brewing career, and yeah, so that's really
Very
a cool
unique.
thing.
Very nice.
So tell us a little bit about the Pink Boot Society and how that's connected.
Yep, that's actually it's only been around for about, I think we're getting close to 8 years now, and now there's already over 1,000 members, and this is all women in a professional brewing career. So it's something that it's a very good networking tool just to get a hold of each other, and I've actually done a little bit. I did a little brewing class in Milwaukee about just how to brew in a female-only atmosphere. Just tends to you feel a little more comfortable if you have, and there's never stupid questions whether you're male or female in the brewing world.
And you can
So-
look them up online then, Pink
Yep.
Boot Society?
Yep. So
Great.
there's yearly meetings that we try to get as many people to go to. There's like the Craft Brewers Conference that's held every April, so we'll get a really big kind of crew together for those. And there are a lot of local chapters, so each a lot of larger cities or bigger brewing states will have their own little meetings and fun stuff like that. So.
Get you fired up for something new, probably,
Yep,
right?
Yep, definitely.
Well, we're just about out of time, but why don't you tell our viewers where they can find your breweries?
We are located in Middleton, and so right downtown. So that's a really fun little thing for Middleton to kind of claim their own. And we're actually expanding into Sauk City area as well. So we'll have a second brewing location, and with a nice big beer garden down in Middleton. So in the summertime it's packed all the time, a lot of live music, fun stuff, and we do a lot of smaller parties and even in private events even during the wintertime. So yeah, it's a really, really fun place to be. And
Fun.
Sounds great.
You guys are rocking out
Beautiful,
downtown
yeah,
Middleton.
just check it out.
oh yeah, yep, there's live music all the time. And
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Neat.
Thank
Love
you
it.
so much. We'll be right back with Diet Doc Madison with some Mythbusters on diets. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're going to be talking about diet myths next. So maybe you've heard that eating carbs after 6 gets stored as
I've
fat.
heard that.
Or maybe that eating small, frequent meals throughout the day keeps your metabolism going. I know I've heard that one too.
Yeah.
Well, our next guest is Torrey Penn from Diet Doc Madison, and he's going to straighten us out, separate fact from fiction. Thanks for coming in, Torrey.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
We're really interested in hearing what you've got to say, so let's get right to it, starting out with the first one, carbs after 6.
Yeah, the biggest misconception out there is that if you eat carbs at night, it's going to get stored as fat, and it's total myth buster. I used to follow it back in the day before I did research and became part of my job, but the fact is your body doesn't know that it's 6 o'clock or whether it's 10 o'clock at night. All your body knows is that there's a certain amount of calories that you take in a day with protein, carbs, and fats. That's a maintenance level. You take that in, you're not going to gain weight or lose weight. Obviously, if you eat below it, you lose weight. If you eat above it, you gain weight. Doesn't matter if those carbs come in the morning, come at lunch, come at dinner, come at night. The biggest thing is at the end is that you hit that, whatever your goal is, that you hit that goal. So some people like their carbs in the morning for breakfast. Some like a big dinner at night. Some want to have a snack at night before they go to bed. It's totally fine. It's not gonna automatically turn into fat.
So someone that is limiting their carbs after 6 may only lose weight because they're eating fewer calories.
Exactly. There makes no difference if you stop at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's more of you're eating below what your body needs to maintain that weight. That's why you're losing the weight.
I've also heard that too much protein can cause bone and kidney damage. Is that true?
Yep, totally another myth that their studies were back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and further studies have debunked that issue that, again, if you take in more calories than what your body needs on a regular daily basis, you will add weight. Doesn't matter if it's protein, doesn't matter if it's carbs, doesn't matter if it's fat.
Okay.
So the too much protein is not going to hurt your body at all.
So keep it simple.
Exactly.
Keep it simple, yeah.
Exactly.
Let's get back to carbs for a minute. I'm curious about carbs. So a lot of people do like the no carb diet, and one myth is that carbs are just harmful at all. If you can cut out carbs altogether, you're in good shape. Now, what's your take on this one?
Right. Carbs are not the enemy whatsoever at all. Now, some people function better with more carbs. Some people function a little bit less with carbs. But again, you have to have a nice circle things of protein, carbs, and fat. So a lot of times if somebody's eating a little bit less than carbs, then you make up those calories with fats as well too. So carbs are not bad. There's some people that can lose a ton of weight eating a lot of carbs and need that during the daytime, whereas somebody else might not need that many carbs. So carbs in general are not bad at all. Carbs do not make you fat. It's the excess calories.
Bring on those cookies.
That's bad.
Yes, exactly.
So let's talk about the one that I brought in with, and that was eating small, frequent meals keeps stoking the furnace. You know,
Right.
that's kind of what you hear.
Yep, you hear that, and again, back in the day, I followed that. Every 2.5 hours you gotta eat, you gotta keep your metabolism going. Again, total myth. There's no data out there that actually has that. So whether you like 3 meals a day, whether you like 6 meals a day, it absolutely no difference. Again, it comes into calories in, calories out. Are you hitting your protein, your carbs, your fats in the day? So when I do plans for my clients, it's how do you do things now? Well, then there's no need to change. So, and again, a lot of times too is the more frequently that you eat, then the hungrier that you get because you've gone only 2 hours or 3 hours with this. Whereas if you have 3 meals a day or 4 meals a day, you have larger meals. So those larger meals actually tide you over a lot longer than a smaller meal every 2.5 hours compared to one big meal now and then 4 or 5 hours later another big meal. So
Would it still be wise, so since you can eat carbs, they're not the enemy,
Right.
do you still want to try to be healthier by like eating wheat bread versus white?
again, a lot of people will say, oh, wheat bread is better for you than white bread. And yes, wheat bread will have a little bit more fiber in it, some micronutrients in it, but if you're eating fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, you're getting about the same amount of fiber and nutrients in there as the wheat bread compared to the white bread.
Okay.
And also white bread a lot of times is fortified with nutrients and minerals as well too. So again, if you prefer white bread and you're getting a well-balanced diet with your fruits and vegetables, you can have white bread versus wheat bread. It's not going to make you fatter, or it's not going to help you speed up your weight loss if you eat wheat bread over white bread. So if you prefer white bread, have at it.
In moderation.
Simplicity
Right.
of this. Calories in, calories out.
Exactly.
Right? I mean,
It's always calories in, calories out. And again, with the plans, you have a range of protein, carbs, fats, fibers that you have to hit. As long as you hit that on a daily basis, wherever you want to get that from, you will get to your desired goal. There's no need to cut out anything. So,
Well, thank you so much. This is really interesting, and we appreciate hearing
no
that.
problem. I appreciate your time.
If you have your own questions for Torrey, you can check them out. Let's see, your website is penfusionfitness.com.
Correct.
Excellent. Check out his website and get in touch with Corey. We're going to be right back with Bella Domicile talking about contemporary designs for your home. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are at Bella Domicile off of Nesbitt Road, and we're standing in front of a contemporary display for a kitchen. Also standing next to Carly Miller, one of the designers here at Bella Domicile. She's going to tell us about contemporary design. Last week we learned about the arts and crafts style. So welcome. Thank you for having us here.
Absolutely. We love having you guys here.
I love being here.
Yeah,
You're the
it's
best
fun.
hostesses.
Right.
Hosts and hostesses.
Truth is, we love the cookies, really.
Good. And coffee?
So let's take a look at this. What makes this kitchen contemporary style?
Okay, so contemporary style is going to be very, very sleek, streamlined, simple. This particular one you can see is very high gloss as far as the door style. We have simple hardware, kind of a unique height on the backsplash here, and even unique height at the toe kick. We also have just real simple straight lines going across to depict the contemporary style we're going for here.
Very clean, very sleek, very shiny.
Yes, high gloss.
I feel like it'd be easy clean, maybe,
Right.
too, you know? Yeah.
What other kind of door styles complement or make up contemporary styling?
Great question. So a lot of times it's going to be what you're seeing here, where it's just a flat panel door style. Okay. There are a few different doors I have down here, and you can see then the difference is going to be in the texture and all that. So we've got some color, some exotic veneers, or some textured foils, or the one on the end is a wood grain foil. So
Very cool.
bringing in just different colors to go with this style.
Yeah, so there's a lot of choices here just in one category, and I'm sure, you know, there's all kinds of details. You've got your hardware, you got a couple options here. If there's molding, how does somebody go about choosing all these different things? I mean,
Well, of course, you come see me.
Yeah.
So choosing contemporary moldings and hardware and all that kind of thing is again going to go with those same guidelines of very sleek and simple. Again, in this case, we have a very minimal piece of hardware. There's a couple other different bars that are available that might give you that horizontal look that you see a lot in this style.
Or,
Yeah,
we have to
we're
show
excited
this.
About,
Can I do it?
Yeah. So, or no hardware at all is another neat way to do that contemporary style. Just very simple. So
That's so cool.
It's fun. I
Yeah.
would love to have that just to show it off when I So modern. That's cool.
So for someone that's thinking about this type of style, what are the three main messages, the takeaway messages that you'd want to get across to them?
That's a great question. So a lot of times contemporary style is known European style, some people call it, or whatever. It's very common in Europe. Well, they do live a little bit differently than your American homeowners with all of our stuff.
Our gadgets.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm always looking right away at the layout to find a good place for maybe a pantry to gain that storage that we really want. A lot of times in the contemporary style, you're so minimal on the cabinets and that kind of thing. So
Where do you put your
where do you
stuff?
put everything? So you got to keep that in mind when you decide that might be the right style for your home.
This is for somebody who's pretty minimalistic, maybe. As you can see by the, you guys have even designed it pretty slim compared to some of your other spots.
Right. So.
And you had a couple other?
So that's one. Another thing is maybe you can look for a spot that you can add a bold pop of color. In this case, we did do kind of subtle colors, but we're going to add some our accessories are going to be that pop of color that's going to really stand out. But maybe we want to do like orange cabinetry or something like that in order to really get that contemporary feel.
Or you could do something with the backsplash,
Absolutely,
right? Okay.
yeah, great idea. Interesting. Yeah, so
Or some of these colors that you have for, like you mentioned, you could do like a bright color, so that'd be fun.
yeah,
Lots of ways to personalize it.
Yeah.
But keeping it less is more is probably
absolutely. So less is more is like the statement, if you will, of contemporary or modern style.
So Bella Domicile just won. They won 4 team member awards. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. We are a big part of NARI, an organization here in Madison. It's a National Association of the Remodeling Industry. So for the Madison chapter, just last week they had their Cody Awards, which is the Contractor of the Year, and we are excited to say we won 4 awards.
Wow, that's awesome.
One was in an attic space, one was a basement, and then a bathroom, and of course a kitchen. So
Awesome.
Wow.
Very excited. I feel like we should clap.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's exciting. I actually saw the pictures of the kitchen design on Facebook. Was that you that won for that? So cool.
Very
the before
cool.
and afters are just like, it's night and day. You can't believe it's the same
it's-
space.
yeah.
So
And I didn't know that. I didn't even think about attics or basements.
right, right. Cabinets can go everywhere.
Yeah.
Very cool.
awesome. We always learn so much from you, so it's neat to come here and get to learn about all of the different styles. Last time Janet mentioned we learned about the arts and crafts styling, which is something I didn't even realize was out there, and I think it was fun. It was kind of an eye-opener for Elise, if you remember, because that was like her
Right.
favorite. She was like, oh my god, this is me, this
Yeah.
is my whole
Right.
style. So that's neat. So this is contemporary. What are we going to talk about next time we're here?
So we're going to go totally opposite of what we were looking at today and go traditional.
Okay.
That a lot of people are a little more familiar with traditional, but we will go over some more door styles and how that comes together.
Give us like a little
Cool.
sneak peek if you had to sum it up in like a sentence or two. Like what is traditional comparatively to
Oh
contemporary?
man, so contemporary is so simple. So just opposite of that, we're going to get really decorative and detailed, and it's a little more common too than contemporary. So maybe people know a little bit more.
Probably a lot of options
Yeah.
too of different things to
As
do.
always.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why we gotta come see ya.
Yes,
so
exactly.
excellent. Thank you so much, Carly.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Great. Thanks, Carly. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Girl Talk.